We are starting Chapter 4, which is all about writing linear functions. And this is 4.1, writing equations in slope-intercept form. So first, we need to look at slope-intercept form. And that is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So we're going to be writing all of our equations to look like this form. We have to remember, sometimes we'll have to find what slope is. That is rise over run. So we find the change in y over the change in x. So that's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And these 2's and 1's, those come from two different points, point 1 and point 2. So, if we are to write an equation in slope-intercept form with the given information, if I have slope of 3 and a y-intercept of 6, that means that in y equals mx plus b, all you do is you take this information and plug it into the formula. So, plugging it in, you have y equals 3x plus 6. M is slope, b is the y-intercept, so you just plug it in. If I give you a slope of 10 and a y-intercept of 0, plug it into y equals mx plus b, and we have y equals 10x plus 0. Here we have the slope is a fraction, and my y-intercept is negative. So we are going to have in our formula y equals 1/2 x plus a negative 2. That's the same thing as just y equals 1/2 x minus 2. And in this one, if my slope is 0, I'm going to have y equals 0x plus 7. 0x means 0 times x, which is 0, and 0 plus 7 is 7. So y equals 7. Now in this one, I am given a graph, and I am to write the equation from the graph. So I have my graph here, and I have points 1, 3, and negative 2, negative 3. So I can see what they are. I'm going to call the point on the left point 1, and the point on the right point 2. I always label them left to right, 1 and 2. Just to keep things easy, I don't have to guess. Now what was point 1 again? I just know. It's the one on the left. So first I have to find slope. And slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I take my y from point 2 minus y from point 1 over x from point 2 minus x from point 1. That reduces to 6 over 3, which reduces to 2. So my slope is 2. Now I can look at the graph and see where is my y-intercept. That is, where does it cross the y-axis? And it crosses at 0, 2, right there. So then I am ready to plug it in, and I get y equals 2x plus 2. Remember that to find slope, so to do these, you need to find slope, then identify the y-intercept, and then plug it into the equation. The y-intercept is where x equals 0, which will be a point 0, comma, y, some number for y. In this example, we are given just 2 points. So if I am given the points negative 2, 3, and 0, negative 1, I'm going to call negative 2, 3, 0.1. And the second point is 0.2. It doesn't matter which one is 0.1 and 0.2. I just label 1 and 2. That way I know what they are. So I need to find the slope first, plug it into my formula here, and you have -1 minus 3, so that is y from 0.2 minus y from 0.1 over x from 0.2 minus x from 0.1. And that reduces to -4 over 2, which is -2. Take a look at 0.2. It is a y-intercept because x is 0. So I'm ready to plug it into my formula, and we get y equals 2x minus 1. In this next equation, or example, it's written a little differently. I have f of 0 equals 3, and f of -2 equals -11. So this just means that f of x equals a number. The x is the x value, and whatever it equals is the y value. F of x is a fancy way to write y. Usually we have a y equals here, but they wrote f of x. It means the function where the variable is x. So we rewrite our points. X is x, and 3 is my y. So I have the points 0, 3, and -2, -11. Find slope, and I have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to give a slope of 7. 0, 3 is a y-intercept because x is 0. So after I plug it into my equation, I get y equals 7x plus 3. Here's another one. If I have f of 4 equals 6 and f of 0 equals 1, those are the points 4, 6 and 0, 1. Find slope, and this time it's a fraction, 5/4. Then plug it into my formula, knowing that f of 0 equals 1 is my y-intercept. Y equals 5/4 x plus 1.